Oh, that's some funny stuff. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the special winter edition of Watch This. Today we're going to be talking to 4 directors about their films that are coming out quite soon, or for some cases have already come out. So without further ado, let's watch this. Hello. So first up, we've got director Charlie, who's going to be talking to us about the Winter Rush for Independent Stars. Is that correct?
That is, yeah.
Let's take a look at a clip.
Having been in the army, I worked in defence sales. So the selling lark was sort of, the seed was planted in a very early age. I thought, I know where I can supply source military stuff from. So I decided to set up on the market. We were getting old and the winters were getting colder, so we wanted a shop. So the first shop we opened was in Chalmers Street in Gisborough. We got in there, that was good. My younger brother Jonathan, he came out the army. He worked as a financial advisor for a bit, decided that wasn't for him, and we wanted another shop. So we opened one here in Middlesbrough. Mark, my other brother, he came out the army as well, and we opened our shop in Washington.
Wow, that Jeff person's quite an eccentric character. What was it like filming inside these stores during open hours?
It wasn't bad. It was quite moderate inside the individual stores, but the market was obviously busy due to the winter shoppers.
Did you have any personal experiences while filming this?
It's just preparation really. So because it was winter, the weather was quite bad. It was cold and rainy. So we couldn't actually walk to location with the equipment or else it get damaged. So we all crammed inside the producer's car and went to location that way.
Let me tell you, I would never figured out, because it's a great film. You guys should go watch it. Thanks for talking to us. Next up, we've got a little documentary about toys, so let's take a look.
Lego, right? I had it as a kid. I had it passed down to me from my dad. He had some when he was a kid as well. It's been around since the bloody war. And I was a fond collector of Lego Star Wars. I'd collect loads of the stuff. I'd Star Destroyer. I even had a full-scale Star Destroyer made out of Lego. It took me about a week and a half to actually build that thing, following the manual all the way through and everything like that. And then it fell off the table and smashed. And it was that process of salvaging it and building it back up again and sticking some more radar dishes and some more guns on it. And I collected Lego Star Wars for years and built up and built up and built up. But eventually, you know, one day you grow up, and my little brother was sort of reaching the same age when he was getting interested in Lego and everything like that. He had some sets himself, some like Lego train sets and stuff.
I love toys. So your film was about toys and their relationship with the winter season, am I correct?
Yeah, right.
So what was the most interesting thing you found out about filming?
Well, we interviewed a guy called Liam, and he had a story about how his dad had like a Lego Millennium Falcon set when he was a kid, and how he passed that to Liam when he was a kid after like 40 years of having it. And then Liam's built up his own set of, you know, Lego figures and more sets as well. And he's passed that on to his little brother now as well.
Okay, so there's a wide range of toys, and I'm not just talking about kids' toys, am I right, fellas? Hey, hey. But why did you specifically choose Lego?
We chose Lego because we did some research into the most popular toys of all time, and we found that every like sort of decade, it's always Lego. It's always the #1 toy. So that's why we chose that, because it's the most popular toy. Everybody knows about it.
Between you and me, this was my favorite film that I watched out of all you 4.
Thank you.
But don't tell anyone. It was nice talking to you, Adam. Next up, we've got a very interesting interview with Nico, all the way from Alaska. So let's call him Nico. Nico, are you there, Nico?
I could be there today, currently in Alaska, filming a new documentary. Now, about the project focuses on 2 characters, Reese and David. Reese is a rebellious delinquent who gets drunk with his friend one night whilst drinking vodka and selling a homeless man called David to warm him up. David 5-year deal and decides to track down Reese and exact his own sort of version of punishment. The style is done through a combination of point of view to most of the viewers as though they were experiencing the events through the narration of David whilst looking through the eyes of Reese. The inspiration came from an event in London where some teenagers set this bin bag lady on fire, and had such a hard impact on me, the fact that someone could set a homeless woman on fire. So I decided that I would add it into our production since it had such a resonating sort of effect on me. And the fact that this character that we've created called David has psychopathic tendencies, we thought that'd be quite interesting to few days after the events happened for him to sort of gather his thoughts and decide to obviously exact his revenge. And obviously it's done during the winter, and the style is sort of an interview documentary style. So everything we're seeing isn't actually happening in the moment. It's all creation of the events that are being told during the interview. But what's interesting is you never actually see the interview taking place. You just hear it through the narration. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that when it finally comes out next month on the. So thanks for inviting to the show, and that's a wrap.
That was a great conversation with Nico there. We apologize for the technical difficulties. When you film in Alaska, well, you're gonna expect that kind of stuff, and when you've got a guy like Nico, you take that opportunity. Anyways, we've got a very interesting documentary up next about a community village and what winter means to them with our director Matt here. So let's take a look at the clip. Wow, that was intense. Doing a film like that, Matt, you must have met some interesting characters.
Oh yeah, I met quite a few interesting people, one of which was actually an MBE and Mrs. Dorothy Clark.
Wow, and you spoke to a vicar, Father Paul.
Yeah,
right?
a reverend actually, yeah, Father Paul. He was quite an interesting man. He was telling us about his life. His career path actually started in the military. Then he became an actor, and then finally became reverend, and has now moved on to what he is now as the Reverend Captain.
Wow, let me tell you, this film is great. I'm going to watch it again and again and again. But thank you for talking to me, Matt. Well, that's it for our show. What an adventure we've been on, am I right, guys? Join me next week where we will talk to a lot of Japanese directors. Can't wait to see that. Bye.